Hey everybody, it's Steven from Asian Boss. When it comes to beauty standards, it doesn't get much stricter than South Korea, where any female weighing over 110 pounds, regardless of her height, is considered by many to be chubby. So could you even imagine how beautiful and thin you must be in order to win the title of Miss Korea? We recently had a chance to sit down with Miss Korea 2018 to hear all about her journey. Spoiler alert, it's not all glitz and glamour. Let's take a listen. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Oh, thank you for having me here today.
For the viewers that might not be familiar with who you are, do you want to just briefly introduce yourself?
My name is Soomin Kim. I am 24 years old and currently Miss Korea 2018.
Which technically makes you the most beautiful woman in Korea. Does that sound fair?
Supposedly, but yeah. Okay, I guess it hasn't sunk in yet. I still don't really feel like I'm entitled to this title.
When people have that certain expectation of you, does that, I don't know, stress you out?
I have to act and behave in a certain way, in a certain manner, with a certain posture. We took classes during the camp, how to walk and how to improve your posture and everything. And then people will ask me, could you just walk around like Miss Korea? And I'm just like, okay, let me try. And I just have to, walk on my heels like that. But
I see.
yeah, I'm still not that good at it.
Let's go right back to where it all started. Prior to applying for the competition, what was your impression of Miss Korea as a beauty pageant?
Back when I was young, it was on a national TV channel and everyone would talk about it. It was such a big deal. We would have Olympics and everything, and all the Miss Korea would promoting the events. And it was it was a big deal back in the days.
Can you go out to the street and everybody will recognize you at this point?
No, it's not like that anymore. Nowadays, I think Miss Korea is more of something to have on your resume. Something that would make you different from other applicants for any job.
Why did you decide to enter the competition?
I guess it all happened in my last semester of senior year in college. At that point, I already decided to come back to Korea and start my career. So I was updating my resume and looking for some open positions in the news media because that was what I was into and I wanted to be a news reporter. During that process, I think I saw it on the news saying the application for the Miss Korea 2018 competition is closing soon. I don't know what exactly I was thinking, but I just wanted to do something new. Something challenging.
But you must have had a certain degree of confidence that if you applied, you probably had a reasonable chance of getting somewhere.
I thought maybe at least I would pass the regional preliminary.
And did your family share that level of optimism?
I mean, my mom was very supportive, but then my dad was really against it in the beginning. He was like, well, that wasn't something that you were going for. I mean, your major is what again, Sue? International business, right? I thought you were gonna definitely go into marketing or banking industry. He was just really confused. Why do you all of a sudden have to enter the pageant? I can't picture yourself being in a bikini and walking around on the stage. I don't think I could take that because he's really conservative.
How did you explain it to him?
Trying something new, something fun, and something that I never thought that I would be doing. And my dad's like, okay, as long as you say so. I just don't want you to get hurt.
Did you hear back from them saying, yep, you're past the...
Yeah.
And
you get a text message that you got in. And they'll give you a whole info about your next rounds.
What was it like when you showed up?
I mean, there were over 80 girls, I remember. They were all so tall and so pretty. And I lost all my confidence. And I was like, am I gonna really make it, right?
This is a regional preliminary.
Yes. Everyone was so competitive. And they were so ready for this. They were so prepared for everything and all the interviews and everything. And a lot of girls were majoring in modeling or acting, from that industry. So they knew what was going on in this competition. There was always me being laughed at, and all the judges were like, oh, Sue, you're not supposed to walk that way. So everyone thought she's not here to win. She's probably here for, some experience. Everyone knew that. I didn't have much pressure to win.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, right. So I wasn't really nervous on the stage. I think that was a plus for me. I think interviews, personal interviews, counted a lot to our score. Let's say one of the questions we had during the camp was, what do you think of swimsuit competition?
Oh. So
What
they
do you
ask you
think?
that question.
Yes. What do you think of other people thinking that it is a way of, objectifying women? A lot of contestants were like panic, right? Oh my God, how am I supposed to answer? I said I personally was really put off by the idea of walking around the stage in a bikini. And that was the furthest thing in my mind that I would do. But I try to, think in a positive way. If this is something that I can't avoid and I have to face it, then I have to, change my attitude and my thoughts, right?
So out of the 80 regional contestants.
Yeah, 25 gets in, and we have this like a month-long, like a preparation time. After that, we have a regional, like a state competition, and then they pick top 3.
So I guess you're through to the main round, and now it's getting more competitive. Like at that point, how are you feeling?
So once you make it to top 3 in the regional preliminary, you get to go to the national competition. You have to go through this 1-month-long camp with the 50 other contestants from all different provinces in Korea. But this camp was on another level. On a day 1, like they would go through like all of our bags and checking like if we have any stuff that were like banned in the camp, like chocolates and candies. and that wasn't the worst part. We weren't allowed to go to the bathroom alone.
What? Why not?
I don't know why. I mean, they try to explain like there have been cases that some of the contestants would go to the bathroom alone and pass out alone. So now we all have to go to the bathroom together with the security guards. Every time I would just have to raise my hands like I really need to go to the bathroom, and then the manager would be like asking other contestants, is there anyone else who wants to go to the bathroom? And if there's none, I have to wait for another 2 hours to go to the bathroom.
It's like back in kindergarten or
You
something.
have to be with the security guards in the bathroom with you. It's just like, oh my God, this is crazy.
And after a month, you're like, oh, thank God, I'm just out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Then we'll have this on-stage competition. And they pick top 15 and top 15 to top 7. I remember me being so calm. And I didn't care much anymore. I was just like, it's okay. I can go home now and eat good food and be with the family. That's what I was thinking. And then they called my name.
As the,
Winner of Miss Korea.
wow. Did it hit you though? Did it register?
It didn't really. I didn't prepare the speech. So obviously, I was just like, okay, what am I supposed to say? I literally just said, oh my God, this crown is so heavy. It was so heavy. And then on the news, it was saying she feels burden or pressure, to be in this position.
So they try to package it
Yeah,
nicely.
nicely.
Okay. You are probably one of the more controversial winners in the pageant. Would that be a fair statement?
Yeah, I'll take that.
What was the public's reaction when the winner was announced?
I mean, there were good comments, but also there were some negative comments saying that she's not pretty enough to represent Korea, and she's too fat to be Miss Korea.
What would be considered skinny by Korean standard? How tall are you right now?
173 centimeters.
So you're 173, and in order for you to be considered acceptably skinny in Korean society, what would you have to be?
47 and 48 kilograms.
In proportion to what?
Proportion to over my height.
Is that even possible?
I guess that's possible. And then people are all people are used to seeing those, models and those weights on the internet. And when they hear my weight, saying I am 58.9 kilograms, oh my gosh, she's close to 60. How can this overweight girl can be Miss Korean representing Korean beauty, right? A lot of fat shaming was going on. And I remember me being super hurt and crying in the beginning because I didn't know how to deal with these comments because it was my first time getting negative comments online.
What was the worst mean comments that you got that you just what the hell? What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, they were like, how did she win? She probably, bribed the judges. She probably is a daughter of some, famous, politicians or something. They were mentioning all these
connections.
names. Yeah, something like that.
How do you deal with that kind of pressure?
At some point, it really made me insecure because you're constantly being, criticized and saying that you're ugly and fat. I know I'm not fat and ugly, but when you hear those things constantly, lose all your confidence and you don't want to be social anymore. And then you always have this pressure that you always have to look perfect.
How did your parents handle that? Because your dad's been saying from day one, it's like, you're gonna get hurt. Mm-hmm. How did he react?
I think he just pretended he didn't see anything and he wouldn't talk about it. But I know, like I heard from my mom saying like he, go through all those comments and he's the one that's like, it's been getting really hurt. Oh, I think I'm gonna cry. So it felt really bad for my parents to look at all that and hear all that. And that was a time when I, regretted the most participating in this pageant competition.
Where do you think this ridiculous beauty standard comes from?
I personally feel like it's from immensely photo-edited images that we see on our social media. And then we see these celebrities, showing off their weights, saying they weigh this much and they look pretty. It somehow, subconsciously make us feel that that is the ideal weight and ideal body. And I've seen a lot of girls who put a lot of effort to just lose weight, even if they don't have to.
Is this still the case in current society?
It is. And I once was like that too, right? So I know how that feels, to feel that pressure to conform to this beauty standard. It is culturally okay to judge other people's look and talk about other people's look here in Korea. I mean, working in this industry now, like I would constantly hear, comments about my looks all the time that I would never hear back in the States. And it's taken as, someone, taking care of you,
They're looking out for you.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's just very hard to, be you in this social setting.
How has winning the competition changed your life? And what do you want to be doing now?
A lot of activities that we do after winning the crown includes giving back to the community. So we do a lot of community services and we become spokesperson for different campaigns with different cause. It really made me think that I should use my platform, as Miss Korea, to redefine what means to be beautiful and add more diversity to our beauty standards.
What do you want to tell those girls who look up to you and just want to be just like you?
I wish me being on the stage and being on the screen could make other young girls to think that they're not fat at all, weighing this weight. I wish it could also motivate other young girls to be confident in their body and accept the way they look and maybe participate the next pageant. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I want to set that healthy standards on stage for better body confidence.